Hello, beautiful ladies.
What's up?
Hi.
Hello. We're back here Thursday. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Very good.
Tired.
Tired? Did we all work?
Tired.
Yes. I took a nap.
You still do naps?
Just today.
Lucky.
I don't know why. I'm just so tired.
What I do for a nap.
Naps are necessary, but I cannot take power naps, and my naps are like 3 hours. Is that even considered a nap? That's why I
That's
can't
like
do
sleeping
naps.
to me.
That's what I'm saying.
I do
don't know
like 30
what to call a
minutes.
nap.
3 hours.
30 minutes for me.
That's more sleep than I got when I had the twins.
I'm sleep deprived, I think. I'm like Sleeping Beauty. Like once I'm knocked out, earthquake can happen. I could be moved to another bed and I wouldn't even know. Like I'm a heavy sleeper. But my naps, oh my God. Like it's ridiculous. I don't like it either. As I tell Hector, he's all, just take a nap after work. I was like, I don't do 1 hour naps. Like if you're going to put my alarm so I can actually wake up and get stuff going. No, he doesn't. Like let me go to sleep. He lets me go to sleep and I'll wake up like at 10. Now I'm wide awake. Now I won't go to sleep till like 1 o'clock. And I was like, no, I can't. So I don't try to do that. So
I can't nap at all.
Really? I could sleep anywhere, guys. And I mean, honestly, I could sleep 15 hours if someone allowed me to. Straight.
Right.
Awesome.
Same with me.
Like
I schedule my
kids.
naps and I can't sleep longer than maybe 4 or 5 hours.
Oh, yeah, no. No.
Well, I'm glad our kiddos probably growing up, they would have done a 3 hour nap because sometimes their naps are just 15 minutes and they're back with energy.
Yeah.
Did you guys all experience that with your kiddos? Hey, Dylan! Look,
hi,
you're showing
Dylan.
some love
Hi,
to his
Dylan.
mama. Dylan,
Say hi.
where's your Superman? We saw the Superman. I know you have him. Mm-hmm.
He can't hear you.
Oh, he can't. So how was all your girls' Valentine's? Anything fun? Any new places you probably want to eat that you probably didn't think you were going to get into and enjoyed a Valentine's evening with your kids or at home? I mean,
We went to Honey Pig with family because my sister was in town. So it's more kind of like her father-in-law passed away. So we kind of celebrated, lots of love and prayers. But it was really awesome to just like reunite and have the whole family together. But we went to Honey Pig. It's like all you can eat Korean barbecue. So that was really good.
Where's that at?
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
They have one at Eastern and another place, but the Eastern location was really good. So the kids enjoyed it and we ate so much.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds really good.
That sounds
Yeah,
good.
it was really good.
It sounds delicious.
What'd you guys do?
I didn't do anything.
Nothing exciting, just mellow. Probably just ate some good
I know
food.
Jinky went to Denver.
Yeah.
Yes. Jinky,
Oh,
that's
Yeah.
Yes,
what adventure
Denver.
did you do over there? I know it was something
Denver
fun.
was super fun. Super fun.
It looked like a lot of fun. A lot.
Snowmobiling
So what was your activity?
fun.
What was your excursions over there?
We did the snowmobiling.
That's
It was safe and it was fun.
You have to be experienced to drive those things because those look super. I mean, on ice, forget it.
Yeah.
Like,
No, it was really easy.
That's
It's-
cool.
really?
Yeah,
You
it's
drove
really
it?
easy. Huh?
Did you drive one?
Well, I drove. Yes, I drove. Not like halfway to the through the trail, but
And you
it
were
was
like,
fun.
I got this. I got this.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I
I'm
would
sure
be
you-
scared. I'd be like,
Yeah.
unless you're like trained or like have an instructor there.
No,
Yeah,
it was
I
easy.
don't think I would trust even my husband. Or probably like, I don't know where we would probably land. Like,
it's just what is it? I don't know.
I'm just
You
saying
just
you
press
you
a
don't
button and then-
underestimate the power of this whatever this mobile snowmobile, and I
Yeah.
just feel it'll take off. Like, I don't
No, it was super easy.
all
It
right,
was
That's
pretty
no.
cool.
Yeah.
I think Tanya's thinking, or maybe me too, because I've never been on one, but like Sea-Doo, like one of those quads. Yeah, where you just like push and you're like,
And
Yeah.
you don't
Yeah.
you underestimate because
Yeah.
it's and then you're on ice. I mean,
yeah, oh no.
Yeah.
break
Yeah, no way.
and then I'm freaking in the cold.
kind of, but you control the speed. I mean, you can
Really?
go as fast as you want or slow as you want.
Maybe when we go to Denver, we'll try it. Be like, but I'll be with
Yeah.
Jinky because she's a pro already. So you'll find your own one.
Oh.
What about you, Bev? What did you guys do?
We stayed home and played Scrabble.
Oh, that
that's
sounds
cute.
fun.
Fun.
That's cute.
With all the girls too?
Mm-hmm.
That's so
Aw.
cool.
That sounds awesome.
Board games are things that probably kids nowadays do
It's a
not.
lost art for sure.
Like
Yeah.
I like Uno, I like Loteria, I like Twister. I mean, I think us
Twister.
as adults probably will have more fun with it, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I still like
It just
them.
sucks. It's like
I used to stay up playing Monopoly
Monopoly.
Monopoly.
like
so
days.
good.
We would.
And now they have like
Yeah.
a million different versions of
They
Monopoly.
Yeah.
do. I remember I would leave it stage, like nobody touch it, and we'll come back, resume business tomorrow, whatever. And now, like, my favorite was like, which is the one that you, what's that one that would electrocute the phone?
Operator.
Oh,
Operator.
operation.
I'm like,
Operation.
"Ugh,"
Yeah.
you know, Operation. Yes, that
Yeah.
one. That was
That one
always
was
good.
good.
That was fun
Yeah.
too.
Those were fun games, but yeah. Well, I'm glad everybody had a pleasant Valentine's. I think now we're almost the end of the weekend, which is always good. Distress. And we hope everybody's doing well. All our viewers who are out there are joining us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I did see on the news, recapping last week's podcast, Beth mentioned that, well, we had all these awesome treats from Grace Pudding.
Oh, they were so good.
yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yes, I
Was
saw
it you,
it.
Jinky, that saw it?
Yeah, this morning Fox 5 featured
I love
them.
that's my news, Fox 5. So
Grace,
It was-
right? The great Grace.
Grace
Grace
pudding.
Oh,
You know what they were
good.
saying is that it's actually like passed down from family, like his
really,
grandma or yeah. It's the recipe is passed down from generation to generation.
Well, I want some more.
Families,
Yeah.
secret
very
recipe.
authentic. Then it's
Yeah.
totally like
Yes.
you're not gonna get it anywhere else. So people check it out. Take the kids now that you don't have to make any reservations or whatnot. Just grab a
Oh,
treat.
yeah,
I think
yes.
that's so good.
Yeah.
And they
Support
have-
local businesses too. So
Yes. They
Thank
have a
you,
website.
dude.
So
Yes. Gray's Banana Pudding is the name.
yum.
So thank you to
The
them.
pistachio was a hit. I think I didn't anticipate I would like it as much because I was just thinking pistachios, like nuts, and stuff,
pistachios,
like
yeah.
so good.
Delicious.
Very good.
So good.
I want to try the strawberry. So I was looking online on their website. So they have like strawberry flavor. I want to try that out next
That
time.
sounds good. Yeah.
Mhm.
I
And
know.
we'll try more things, more local spots. So
Yes.
that'll be fun.
Is there
Yes.
anything during the pandemic that you kind of didn't realize that you acquired or didn't realize like, man, like I really use this or now I really need that? And I'm trying to think of something particular, and I'm like, because now when we were at home, we had to be creative, you know? So I'm like, did you guys realize something that you guys probably didn't realize, took for granted, or probably didn't realize that you would order too much of, or
Do my magnetic eyelashes count?
self-care is very awesome.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I
Self-care.
had eyelash extensions for, I don't know, 7 years. Like I didn't take
7
them
years?
off. And then when
Wow.
the pandemic happened, I well, obviously they were closed. I couldn't go get them done. And I don't know how to put on the glue ones. I'd never put them on. And I tried magnetic.
For those that don't know what magnetic eyelashes are, Crystal, please.
But yeah, now I'm hooked. And now I go to a gym where we work out inside of a sauna. So as much as I want to go get my extensions back on, I can't. I really, really can't.
So what do you have on right now?
Oh, these are my naturals. Just kidding. They're magnetics. Yeah. So it's magnetic eyeliner, and then
they just kind of like attach.
Yep. That's it. So I can't live without them now.
We're going to have to go to Crystal's house one of these days. Since we're now
it's hard to do.
Yes.
And just find out if I can do it. I don't think I can.
Super easy, guys. I was shocked, and I can't live without them now. I really can't.
I get scared about the idea of magnet anything.
I do too.
By my eyes.
Yeah. The thought does. I mean, when you think about it, yeah, I was kind of like, oh, that's weird. But it's literally black eyeliner. And I guess the magnetic stuff is in it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
is there anything else that would probably attract because it's a magnet? I don't know. I'm being dumb. Maybe.
No, Reed was Hector. Look what Hector just read.
You two are.
Oh my god!
Tell said in the chat she tried those and she can't stay on.
I'm saying like I don't know, like freaking like something.
How do you
that's
wash your
relative.
face? Like I'm just so.
Do you have to take it out?
Take them off at the end of the day.
At the end of
with mine,
end
like
of
I'd
this,
probably lose like half of them, and then
I
like
probably
walk around
Me too.
with half
Well,
of mine.
I
don't have nails because I can't.
I don't either.
When I'm at work and like it's been really windy the past couple days, and I'll be like at work outside, and the wind was just going. I was like, oh my god, my eyelashes are gonna fall off.
Wow.
Protect the eyelashes.
Yeah.
My skin is so sensitive, so I can't do anything like that because it's so crazy.
Well,
But
don't.
for me,
Honestly,
I think for the
I wish I
pandemic, though,
can.
it's nice
Where-
that I don't think we had to buy like beauty products.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
I think for
Yeah.
a year, I don't think I bought anything like makeup related or anything like that. So that was a nice break.
I did go through all my stuff that I had to throw out because it's been a while, and then you like purge out stuff that you're like,
Well, that's a
I'm
good
not using
germaphobe.
this and this and- right? No, because you have to. And I was washing all my brushes and stuff, and all my makeup brushes. I'm like, but what I acquired is my husband, when the guys couldn't go to the barbershop, Isaiah needed a haircut. Matt, I'm like, I kind of want to learn how to cut hair, at least kids' hair. I've seen her at the hairstylist where I take them like just a random place by Albertsons, great clips, and I was like, okay, I think I got this. I'm like, it's Isaiah's hair. What will happen? Like, he's not gonna go anywhere. So he got me professional scissors from Amazon, and I was like, choo like ever scissor hands, and I think I did a pretty good job. That's what I acquired, trying to cut hair. Now I need to cut my own hair, but I don't trust doing my own. But my good friend did offer me her girlfriend was gonna have a hair appointment this Saturday, so we shall see.
Nice. I want to be like Jinky because she had hair and makeup going on before the podcast.
Yes.
With the help of her daughters. That's
Well.
awesome.
So cute. I love your kids.
I know. Me
Once
too.
we're all together, she will be our makeup and hair.
Yeah,
Sorry, makeup
definitely.
I'll take it.
I'll take it
I'll
too.
take it.
She's so good.
That's awesome.
Talented.
Aw.
Do you guys have a beverage?
I
I'm
do.
still- I'm still waiting for my husband.
Oh my
Where's your
God.
husband?
You have
Where's
a bell
Josh at?
to be like ding ding, like hello,
Does
butler.
he know that that the episode's on today?
I know.
He's trying to fix probably himself a drink too before he gives your drink. So
I hope that was a cue for him to bring me up.
Josh,
Man.
get your wife a drink.
I have to pour my wine. It's
Me
fine.
too. I had to pour my wine. It's all good because then I can pour
It's
as much
all
as I
good.
want.
Right?
So, hey, our special guest today is
Yes.
a good friend of ours. And so we're going to discuss motherhood. But
Yes,
before we
Raquel
do that,
Adriano.
I think we should talk about how motherhood affected us personally. And also as being DJ wives. How did motherhood affect you guys?
Tanya?
Me?
First, yes.
You can start.
For me, I think is knowing like how much love you have for your child. And like Jinky and my sister that has like 4 kids, I don't know how I could even extend that love to another child. And I was being kind of not selfish, but I was like, I only have love for this one child. He has all of me. And if I were to become pregnant or whatnot, that was my worry. How would I love the second child as much as I love Isaiah? Like I couldn't put that into like motherhood. Like my mama said, each one is particular love for each kid, but you have love for many, and I believe that now, and I know it now because like, yes, indeed, that's very true. But
And so how did it affect your love for your husband?
my love for him is totally the love of a mother and the love of like your lover, your husband, totally different.
Yeah.
I think
Oh, for
me.
sure.
And part of it was a struggle because I felt I put Isaiah here and my husband here and then me here.
Yeah.
So I had to kind of balance and basically give my all to each individual as myself so that I don't lose balance, because if I did, it's a definite roller coaster. And I think even with marriage, that's where it starts. Like you're thinking about what you're going to do because I'm going here, but now it's like, where are we going? What are we doing? It's like, so it did. And then with my job, like I had changed jobs and got hired 2 months. Isaiah was 2 months when I got hired on to a new job. So that in itself was like, I don't want to leave him. But obviously with my mother-in-law living with us, I had full confidence like he would be in the best care. But leaving him
You're
at 2
lucky.
months, I was
Very
like,
lucky.
and I was working the overnight shift. So 4 a.m. to 12, I would get home and guess what? Baby was wide awake, and I took him to Gymboree, these classes just to interact with him and have him basically explore and have, his little mommy and myself time. So it drained me a lot. So that too, like self-care is always very important. Like stop. If you're tired, ask for help. Like don't be me, I'm the mom. I'll know what to do and I'll handle it. No.
It's hard for women sometimes to ask for help. I know it was for me too. How about you, Vicky?
It was a little hard. I mean, I had a full-time job and it was crazy busy. On top of that, like Mark was working crazy with his DJ gigs, and sometimes he would come home 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. And I used to live in the Southwest area, and my parents and his parents live in Henderson. So it was just like a back and forth commute, like 4 times a day. I get so exhausted, and it was just so crazy, and I didn't like it at all. And sometimes I cry, and sometimes I was just,
there was nothing else to do but cry. Like sometimes you
Yeah.
just needed to just like, I'm gonna sit here and just like
Yeah.
get through this,
I mean, having the firstborn child, I was just like, we need to do something, like move. But when we had our second child, lucky we decided to move in Henderson because I had more peace in my heart that they're there. And I mean, I'm kind of close to my parents, and they said, if you need to rest, like take a nap before you pick up the kids. So I would take a nap like 1 or 2 hours. I was like, thank you so much, Mom. Like it was hard.
You don't realize that 1 or 2 hours, how much it does to you.
So much. And I was so worried all the time. And they're like, no, go just sleep for a little bit and then come home and get your kids. And then after we moved to Henderson, I felt a little bit more peace because it's not like a back and forth thing of driving and Mark coming home. And I remember my sister saying, if you feel like really anxiety and exhausted, just give me a call, give Mom a call, give anybody a call, because you're not alone.
Exactly.
So I'm so glad like they helped me get through it, because sometimes I cry. Sometimes I'm like, this is hard. This is crazy. But with them hearing their voice, it helped me like, I can do this, because my mom did it too. Like my dad worked so many hours too. And I felt like Mark's doing the same thing what my dad did, like to sacrifice. I was like, okay, I can do this. I can do this. So I felt like, okay, I'm not alone. So like
Definitely.
just getting that piece of advice of why our men in the DJ world is working as much hours. Like I felt like he kind of remind me of my dad. Like, okay, he's just doing this to help our family. I'm like, why is he working this? I need him here. But I
Exactly.
felt he's kind of like old school, like my dad. So I'm like, okay, I can do this, Mom. Thank you so much. And, you know, even though it's so hard for me, I felt like my mom's giving me that a little bit of confidence, like just let him be, just let him do what he can, because he's like the old school kind of husband, like your
That's a
dad.
good mom.
Same
Yeah,
for
so I was like, oh, thank Mom, I'm not alone. So I
believe
felt
me.
like it gave me like a boost of confidence to just keep striving, because my mom went through it, even though she went through a different part of her life, like, you know, the old age. Like I felt like that too with being a DJ wife, you know, him working so much. And I'm like, okay, I can do this, even though, but now I feel a little confident that they're a little bit older. So
And now you
during,
build that confidence
Yeah.
higher because they're black
yeah,
belt and you guys are
Yeah.
kicking ass. And
They're more
shoot,
independent. Too.
yeah. So it's
So-
so hard when they're little, but you know what? We go through this when they're little. We will get through all the crazy times. It's gonna be
Yes.
tired, no sleep.
Yeah.
But
Team
once
no
they get
sleep
to
for
that
sure.
age,
And it's
Yeah,
not forever.
yes,
Temporary.
It's not forever.
Jinky
It's
should know
temporary.
this. She's the one
Yeah.
I
with those
Yeah.
kiddos.
yes. Yeah.
So, but you, Jinky, you have like
a lot of kids, yes.
The
a lot of
age group, the
kids.
spectrum of the age group, different
They
age
say
Yeah.
after 2 or 3, it's like, you know, it's all the same.
Pinky, what
No,
are the
we
ages of your kids?
One is going to be 24 this year. The other one is 18, 17, and then Jace is 8.
Wow.
gap.
So we had kids really young. I had Gabriella when I was 17.
Damn.
So
Wow.
really, really hard. I don't recommend it. Whoever's watching,
No, but then you're a
in
young
high school,
mom.
no way, don't do it.
But you're
You're a
you got your
young
daughters
mom
putting you
now.
makeup. I'm like, that's freaking
I
cool.
know.
Like, I
That's
would
like
love
the
that.
sweetest
I love it.
thing.
I love it. When I was younger, I said I wanted kids young because my mom had me when she was in her 30s. So
Yeah.
I
our
think that's a lot
relationship
of
is
mothers
different.
now.
Yeah.
Right, and our relationship is different. I mean, I love my mom. She's like my best friend, but
Mm-hmm.
it's different. So my kids now, our relationship is, so, you know, we're not like, well, they think I'm her sister, you know, sister,
Of course. Look how
But-
gorgeous mom is.
but it's good. So each,
How was it the break from Jace, who's like from your
The baby.
your third oldest,
We had
and
to-
now that him, like, that's a big
felt like
gap.
we started all over again.
Really.
Yeah.
I feel
But it was
nowadays it's a bit
good.
easier because of all the products, the technology. I'm like, I could have used that. Oh my God, that would be so cool. Amazon would be cool if we had it at that time. I'm like,
Or drive up and pick up. Like if I had that when I had the twins,
oh my
geez,
Oh
God.
man, right?
You
life
had
would have
twins,
been
so I'm
so
sure it was.
easy.
Whew.
But you know what? I felt like even just a relationship wise, like every kid, our relationship grew.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because when you have kids, it's like, it's an extra thing to fight about, really.
Did,
Right?
did
You fight
Jay's
about everything else and you fight about your kids. Like,
did Jay's DJing, did it affect you guys as far as your I mean, did having kids affect his DJing and you being a DJ wife and being around for that?
so he DJ'd and then he kind of DJ'd not as much. And then he
Yeah.
went back into it more with, I don't know, not really with Gabriella, but more of the other kids. So sometimes I'd be like, well, you know, every weekend, like you need to be home sometimes. But
Right.
it worked out. Like now I can tell you with Jace, like he's super attentive to Jace. You know, he'll iron his clothes, he'll get him ready in the morning. Like,
He's ironing clothes for an
Oh,
8-year-old.
well,
So
his
cute.
I
uniform.
do that too sometimes. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't like wrinkle
Yeah.
stuff.
So it's good. It helped our relationship. I mean, it could have been the other way around, but it
you
helped
find
us.
balance, and wherever you left off, he picks up the pace, and that's how you kind of meet each other. And
it was not like that in the beginning.
Yeah, Hector, I would come
Yeah,
home and the baby would be on
Good.
his chest, and that's where the baby wanted to be sometimes. And I didn't want to get comfortable with the arms because they said, then no, you leave them on the crib, they're going to start crying. So being a first mom for everything, you were just trying to gauge everything that you would get advice from, so that he's not the only one and getting overly attentive, but still but I said, you know what, whatever goes. It was our first child and he was a boy. So I said, we're going to go as it goes. So it worked out for us.
We had a lot of family support. I mean, I can't even, I don't think we would have been able to, I already know I wouldn't have been able to work or go to school or do anything.
Exactly.
If we didn't have family to help us.
And Chinky, you got your bachelor's degree, right? And do you have your master's?
Finishing it up this semester. Someone was done.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
Crazy. Kudos to you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I can't
really
even go
awesome.
back to school.
When that
My
happens-
my memory is gone, you know?
When that happens, Jinky, I need to be on your whole gear, hat and all, because we're definitely going to have a ceremony for you, okay?
I know.
Yes.
I don't even know if we're going to have a ceremony because of
Well, we're
COVID.
gonna. So I don't know. Don't worry.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's awesome. That is so awesome.
That's so cool.
How
You
about you,
get to do
Crystal?
that.
Yeah. Kind of what a lot of what Tanya said is like, I don't know that I could ever love another child more than I love my baby, who's throwing me kisses right now.
Oh, I can hear.
I love
Is Josh on the other side throwing you kisses too?
I know, right? No, he's taking a break. He's taking a break from me. But that, and I don't know how to say this without, I don't know if this is going to sound bad. I never knew. Okay. So before we had Dylan, I didn't think I could love anything or anyone more than I love Josh. I mean, there was just nothing, no way. And a part of me was like afraid. I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to love that's what I was thinking. Like, I just love my husband so much, blah, blah, blah. And then when I had Dylan, like Tanya said, it's a completely different kind of love. Like you can't, and I remember thinking, if we had a girl, oh my God, what if he loves, I was feeling like jealous, and I'm not a jealous, I don't feel like I'm a jealous person, but I remember thinking like, everyone says, oh, daddy's girl, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, what if he like gives the baby all of the attention. And then when I had Dylan, I was like, oh my gosh, it's just so different. And that's how you want it. I want him to give our child all of the attention. And it was a completely different kind of love, but I have never loved something or someone so much and been afraid at the same time. So that was really, really hard for me because I didn't know how to balance it. Like I just loved this thing so much, but I was afraid of everything. I was afraid every time he got a fever, every time he got sick, like I couldn't help but think the worst. And, taking them to the emergency, it was just, and even now,
blame yourself, like, could I've done something better? Should I have gone to work? Should I have, when, you second guess everything. And it's like the break mothers, like.
It's scary. It's just scary. It is so, for me, I'm a big scaredy cat. I'm afraid of everything. I'm getting better. I'm getting,
wait till your kids are teenagers.
I know. They say it never, I know.
Terrible.
They say it never,
all the
especially when they start driving. Like it's the anxiety and the worry that I feel for him. Just, I want to shelter him, and our world is like really ugly now. And I just want to like put him in a bubble. I want to homeschool him. And I know that that's not healthy for him, and I can't do that, but just, it's how I feel. I can cry because the world is just so different from when I grew up, and I just want the best for him. So loving someone and something so much and being afraid at the same time is like, oh my goodness, it's so much crazy anxiety. I'm better. The older he's getting, I'm getting a little better just because I'm learning that being anxious isn't going to get me anywhere. And we just have to do the best that we can with him, So that's been a challenge for sure. Yeah. As far as like being, marriage, DJ wife, Josh, he said it, Dylan did not sleep. Dylan did not sleep up until I think 16 or 18 months. We were literally on 3 to 4 hours of sleep. for 16 to 18 months. It just became normal to me. So it did affect us because we didn't have alone time. It was really, really hard.
Just about him, I know. Yeah.
But I think once we actually talked about it and understood that both of us were feeling the same way, it was like, oh my goodness. It felt, so it's really hard when your baby's small. Now he's going to be 4, he's independent, and it's awesome. It's amazing. I feel super blessed and fortunate that I feel like I never thought I was going to be a mom. I never wanted kids. My parents tell me still right now, like, I can't believe you're a mom and a good one.
Yes.
And
a good one.
And a good one. Yeah, I swear. my sisters will tell you, like, Crystal, I tripped out watching you with Dylan because that was never me ever. All I cared about was, I don't want to sound like
Crystal
me,
up to? What's Crystal doing?
What am I going to do? Oh, I can't buy that. I can't. No, ugly. Now everything's for him. If I'm going to buy myself something, it's like, oh, no.
For you.
Yeah, that's how we always think. Like moms, we always think of our kids. And you're ready for the second one.
I don't know. I don't know that I could love anything more than him.
You can.
It's either now or never, girl.
I know. You know what? If it happens, it happens. I went to did I tell you guys I went to my OBGYN? I think you told
right?
Everybody. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. But he was like, you're not. By the way, I'm good. I got my results. I'm good. So that's good. But he was totally like, you're probably going to get pregnant. And I'm
that's
like,
the goal here.
No, but it's
Dylan needs a sister.
Just say goodbye to the magnetic eyelashes now and just say prepare yourself for this baby.
No, never. But
maybe that's the issue.
What? Oh, shut up. The magnetic.
I don't know, girl.
Maybe.
But
guys, honestly, with all that being said, I feel like God put me on this earth to be Dylan's mom. That's really how I feel. And Josh to be his dad and us to be a family because, it took a while to have him. It's just we got married.
Complete you guys? Like whether you thought you were complete, it's just he solidified.
I forgot. I forgot what life was without him. I couldn't imagine life without him. Like it completes our family. Like this is it. Yeah. He's going to be 40 and I told him he could still live here with his wife.
That's what I said.
Like, I'm going to look like Hector and his mom living with you. Like that's going to be us.
Yeah. I told Isaiah, he actually was thinking of like going to college. Like, Mom, do I have to leave and go to college? Like, cause he's very close to us too. It's like, but I'd rather go to UNLV and stay here. I was like, perfect. Or if you get married, we'll buy.
Let's check in with Isaiah in 10 years.
No, I gotta tell the story real quick. No, we go, Isaiah, you can go to college anywhere. Every time we would drive to California, we'd say, look, this is Mom's college. She went to Cal State Fullerton. Then we'd drive by Santa Ana, and I would say, look, this is my college. This is where I went to school and the police academy and all that stuff. And then he'd be like, okay. And then we're like, but, you can go anywhere you want. And then he was like.
His eyes were like already watered out. Like,
he's like, do I have to leave the house?
Like, you have to leave, you guys? Like, how about if I don't want to go? I was like, no, Isaiah, this is
here forever.
An opportunity, so I was just making sure he's not thinking we're just gonna push him out. No,
definitely.
If you get married, we don't mind a little townhome on the side. We'll be there. We'll be traveling. Don't you worry about us. But yes, you will have mom and dad as long as God has us here on this earth. So definitely.
Definitely.
Jace tells me that he wants to go to Hawaii for college.
Oh,
he goes, Mommy,
can I go
with me?
I know, me too.
Yeah, he goes, Mommy, you're gonna go with me, right? I was like, yeah, but what about your dad? Oh, he could stay here, but
that's what I told the twins, right?
I told the twins, if one of you wants to go to the East Coast, the other one goes to Hawaii. I said, I'll go with one, and then Daddy will go with the other one.
Right?
Bev, how about you, Bev? Having kids.
I think for us, or for me, I think motherhood. I think it was the traveling that it affected the most. I missed traveling. And then, of course, Dave would take time off anytime we had a baby. But then, he'd go back to it, obviously to make a living. And it was just the fact that before we had kids, I would be able to go with him sometimes. But once you have kids,
Oh, that's so hard.
That
yeah, that's hard.
And yeah. And I remember this one time after, I think the twins were about 5 months or something like that. And he was booked to go to Japan. And he was like, let's go, we'll bring my mom and we could go to Japan. And I was like, are you kidding me? I'm just going to be able to sit in the hotel and watch 3 kids. And that's about it. Like I wouldn't be able to go around and unless we had all our gear, you know how much gear our babies have.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Expensive flight if you had to.
Yes. I mean, I think that was going to be
covered.
Yeah.
But still in itself, it's a lot of stuff to carry.
Yeah. I mean, and that was the reason why he brought it up because it was going to be an opportunity that,
Did he go?
He went, but I said,
nice.
Mama stayed.
So
that's hard. That's really hard, Bev. That would have been really difficult for sure.
And I think he took about 9 months off with the twins. No. It had to be 6 months because I remember there was one night I was alone and the twins started crying at the same time. And I remember I anticipated that happening. So I'd put both car seats on the floor so that I could put one baby and then put the other one. And then luckily one of them would always fall asleep without needing to be burped, but I'd have to burp the other one. And yeah, I cried.
What was the hardest as twins? Like for somebody who doesn't, I've never, experienced doof babies. One in itself was like, oh my God, like I need extra hands.
Yeah.
What was like the most like struggling part of just either the feeding part, whether waking up double time? I mean,
I think for us, it would have to be the lack of sleep because we had to note when we would feed them, when they would drink, when they would poop, when they would, sleep. And we kept a log. And I looked back on it. Make sure you're not
changing the wrong baby too.
And you have to write which
you're feeding the wrong child.
Exactly why you'd have to write it down. And I remember looking back on it like a couple years after and looking at the times. And I'm like, when did we sleep? We'd basically have 45 minutes of sleep, in between. And that was the toughest part, I think, because we didn't have a lot of help,
I was just going to ask you that. Did you have family here? Do you have family
here? His parents did help us, but we ended up having to move with them. And but even that, they're not really baby people. So, a lot of times we were on our own and it was tough. It was hard, but we got through it. It made us stronger. And
girls are great.
Yeah. And our kids are more
independent. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So again, it doesn't last forever. It's it's just like that.
So now it's the anxiety and fear of teen life.
Right.
But what Jinky said, that is one thing. That's like the advice that I can give mothers who have gone through what we've all gone through, like just exhausted, mostly exhaustion, sleep deprived, right? That was always my thing. Like, this isn't going to be forever. It's temporary. And when it's done, we're going to be missing it. I
agree.
Right. Sure. Like missing Dylan being a little baby. Like it's temporary. It's not going to last forever.
So you guys, speaking of motherhood, our special guest is the one and only Raquel Adriano.
Hey, Raquel.
Hey.
Welcome, Raquel.
I want to say you're the one.
Okay, Crystal didn't get the memo because I see we're all like in black. I mean, Crystal, can you just go and change right now and just
wait? Was there really a memo?
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
there was.
Like, just kidding. No, but I'm like, look at this.
I was like, was there really a memo?
Raquel got it.
Hi, Raquel.
I'm teasing you, Crystal.
Everybody. I'm glad to be on here with you guys.
Thanks for coming on.
Really grateful. And I just want to say thanks to the chat because we have a lot of our chat Twitch family on. So
hey, Twitch family. Thanks for supporting Raquel and DJwivesLV.
Yeah.
We are here
everyone.
As special guest. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's Raquel, awesome. You and I know each other, but the way we know each other, I think it's kind of funny because my cousin, I don't know, do you remember this? My cousin Trisha Del Rosario.
Yes.
She would always say, oh, you have to meet, Brian and Raquel, They're really good friends. And do you remember why she thought we would hit it off?
I don't remember why.
Okay, can I just do a pause real quick because I want to make sure we get everything. Someone's got a phone or like a little thing going on with their phone.
Background noise.
Still?
Oh, was it you, Crystal? The one with not wearing the black shirt? Okay.
No, it wasn't me.
Okay, I don't know if somebody, because my phone's is off, but I want to make sure we give all attention to.
Mine's
off.
Let's go right ahead.
No problem. As long as we can hear Raquel, that's what's important.
Yes.
But yeah, remember Trisha would always say, "Oh, you got to meet Brian and Raquel, and I was like, "Okay, yeah, one day." And we didn't even meet until we both lived here in Vegas. But the reason she would always say we would hit it off was because of your fur kids, Micah and Coco. Yeah. And she was like,
dog lovers.
They love their dogs just as much as you guys love your pugs, and you guys have to meet. And it's so true. We treat our dogs the same way.
They are totally our kids. The one thing with Miles now, it's kind of tough and it's kind of hard to treat them the same way.
I have a question, Raquel.
Yeah.
I have a question. Okay, sorry, but
no, go ahead.
Okay.
Yes.
After your son, do you still love? And be honest. Do you still love your dogs the exact same? Be honest. Be honest.
Because we know Crystal's answer.
I won't admit that, okay?
And Josh will vouch for it.
Yeah, so I can say I do love my dogs.
Thank you.
I do love them very much. But the life has definitely changed the way I interact with them. There's some days where I'm like, gosh, I don't think I even saw Coco because the day goes by so fast. And Coco and Micah were dogs that slept in our beds. I mean, Micah's here somewhere. I don't know where he is, but
can we see them?
I think we have a picture, babe. Do you have that queued up for us? I think
he's busy in the chat. He's busy in the chat.
Yeah, they're talking about food.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Really? Husband.
Dave's fault.
There they are.
So cute.
They're senior dogs. So so Miles is he's a typical little boy, and he kind of wants to chase
Micah.
They're so cute.
Okay, he's cute.
Yeah.
Is it true he's called Micah Jackson?
His name's Micah, so we just mess around and call him Micah Jackson.
Micah Jackson.
Okay, wait. So you were saying, Miles, he
still really wants the answer to this.
No.
Miles he wants to play with them, but Micah is a grumpy dog right now, and he's not having it. They're not at the stage where they're playful anymore. Yeah, so it's like a different relationship. I miss them because I miss having them beside me all the time. But life is so busy now. I can't even have that. So Brian's been the main, their main person right now.
Well, Brian said in the chat that he sleeps with the pups.
He comes up with us early in the morning because when he's away from Micah will bark like crazy.
Oh, heck no. Oh, heck no. Oh, hell no.
And he will wake up the whole house.
Wow.
They're definitely like needy dogs because they're, smaller dogs. But we I think it was our fault because we had them sleeping on our beds. We were treating them like kids. Mm-hmm. So now I cannot have them on the bed.
Yeah.
They barely come upstairs with us because they're older and Coco has a hard time coming up the stairs. It's a whole big thing. But I do. And there's
Miles. Oh my gosh.
Hey, baby boy.
He's so cute.
Look at that hair.
I love his curls.
I know. He's at that stage where he won't let you put anything. Like I used to tie it up in like a little tie and a hair tie. But now he just takes it right off.
It's cute.
Keep it on. Yeah.
He's adorable.
Oh. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
We're trying to grow his hair out.
Babe.
little Jordans.
His little Jordans. That was
So
a gift
cute.
from one of his cousins.
So
Hey, he's in the chat. Way to go on the style. Yes. So cute.
Nice.
Cute.
Yeah. But yeah, Crystal, I do love them the same, but the relationship is just different.
Right? Like,
And the
like
dogs know it too. They feel it, right?
Of course.
They
But
do.
but
They
it's
do.
just like you said, life just, I mean, your main focus and your priority is your child, right?
Miles. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's that is my thing. Like, no, the dogs cannot be on the bed now. Like, no,
Yeah.
it's just it changes. And like your husband, he attends to them now, right?
Yes.
Same with mine. Thank God for them, right? Thank God for them.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
And Brian always reminds me, he's like, you remember we had a conversation about this, you know, when before Miles came, we said we would treat the dogs just the same.
Oh, my husband. Yep. My husband says the same thing. And then I get Bev, I meet Bev, who is like, she comes to my house and she has like all three of my dogs and she's like petting them and loving them. And I'm like looking at her and I'm like,
dog whisperer.
no, I'm looking at her and I'm like, God bless you. So I don't think her love changed for her dogs. So she wasn't a very good example for my husband.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you,
Crystal was
Raquel.
like, don't hate me. But
Yeah, don't hate me. I know you love your dogs. And I'm
It's
not
such
saying
a different relationship.
yes, I'm not
Yeah.
saying I don't love my dogs. I do, but the things I was able to put up with them with, like lifting their leg and peeing on the side of my couch, where I was like, oh, it's okay. Now I'm like, I can't say it, but yes.
one ruined your Uggs, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
really
Like,
ticked off.
Yeah, no. But so thank you, Raquel. You understand that the relationship changes. That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, totally different. But yeah, you're right. Thank God for our husbands.
Yes.
Right?
Thank God for our husbands. Yes. Yes.
Hey, Raquel, I saw local news about you and Miles.
Yeah, you guys
Yes,
were on
I
the
did
news.
see it.
Recently.
I saw that your husband posted it. So awesome. Like,
Yeah,
we
we
were
were
like superstars. I'm like,
I think it was, now I can't remember which network.
I think it was Channel 13.
KTNB. It was on
Yeah.
KTNB. And so the
There
dog.
it is, right there.
Oh, that's the day we met Miles. When
that is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, but I don't know this story, so I am so excited to hear this.
Share your
Yes,
story.
Raquel. Tell her how we were at lunch one day. And the next
Actually,
day.
Raquel, go back like your journey and everything, like what for
Yeah.
the audience and
so
and Crystal.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
so we ended up going through Catholic Charities Adoption Agency, which is now Loving Hearts.
Loving Hearts. It's pretty.
Yeah, they changed their name just recently. We moved back to Las Vegas in 2018, specifically to go through the adoption process.
Wow.
So, after, years ago, after all the infertility stuff was over with, we pretty much said, like, we're comfortable with adoption. Let's go that route and see what we can do. And so we researched a lot of different adoption agencies in LA before we moved to Vegas. So Catholic Charities was like the best fit for us. So 2018, when we moved here, we started the adoption process again. And in 19, we were home study approved because, the social workers have to come here, make sure everything's okay. They interview you, you go through background checks. So all of that was done and over with. Like end of April, we got this letter saying we were home study approved. Aww. So April 2019, we're home study approved. And I just thought, it's going to take a while. So, let's plan vacation. So we had gone to Hawaii, I think, in July. And then I just thought, okay, it'll be another couple months, maybe next year. In August, we get a call, and it was it was fast, and I
it was meant to be.
I just kind of, I always hoped that it would happen, but even though you hope for something to happen, you just sometimes
you
don't think.
You expect the worst, maybe, like hope for the best next so that you're not disappointed.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so when we got the call, I remember clearly, Brian was upstairs here in the loft and I was downstairs doing something, and I hear him talking to Catholic Charities. And my heart just dropped. And that we did have lunch the day before, right?
We did.
Before. It was like, we would never think that it was going to happen so fast. And the call was very like, okay, this is the call. This is, this is what, because they still give you the option to opt out. Oh, so wow. They talk to you about like the situation. And so it's like, okay, this is, Miles was born. Well, they're like a baby boy. Actually, they didn't tell us it was a boy. They just said a baby was born on August 9th. Oh, and we were like, oh my gosh. And they just told us all the specs, like what we needed to know. So to make the decision to say yes or no. And we had 24 hours to decide.
Did you guys even have to think about it?
We kind of already knew it was a yes, but at the same time, we needed to let it soak in and make sure. It's funny because towards the end of the conversation, they told us it was a boy. And for some reason, we always thought we were going to have a girl. I don't know. Yeah. But they told us at the end it was going to be a boy, which it didn't matter anyway. But the next day, of course, we called and we're like, yes, hell yes, we're going to do this. But one of the things that I remember thinking about, and Brian had a gig that night. So I went with him just to get just to get out of the house and not think not too stressed out about it.
So basically your last gig.
Right. No, that's right. So, I was just like, okay, I'm going to go with him and I'll just, I'll think about things. That was at Commonwealth pre-pandemic.
I love the Commonwealth.
And so basically one of the things, the factors that really was a little scary for me was open adoption. And so
what does that mean?
Yeah, what that is open adoption is when there's some type of connection or communication with the birth parents or the birth. So it could be different levels of communication. Like there's some adoptions that are open where you're just sending them updates.
Okay.
Ours was very open. Like it was, you decide if you want to give them your phone number, you can communicate directly, or you can decide to communicate through Catholic Charities, through the adoption agency. So in the beginning, we had decided, so that was a fear of mine, because it's a little like, it's another family that you're going to be connected with forever. Mm-hmm. Right. So it was that night I was like, just looking at my phone and I found something that said, what about adoption. And it said something about the fact that if it's open, there's more family to love your child. And I think that's what got me. I was like, awesome. And I think that was like, it was like a God shot. Like, that's what I needed to hear. I needed to hear that it was a good thing for Miles.
Right.
So, and it has been, because of the pandemic, we haven't had a lot of communication, but we have met the birth parents once. And I'm telling you guys, it was like, I was nervous, but when we met them, it just felt right. Like, it felt like their energy was very positive.
That's good.
Our energy was very positive. We were all just very grateful to be a part of Miles's life. Wow. And you can just tell that, it was this meeting where God was a part of it and the love was in the room. And and it's still like that. We haven't seen them since. It's been a while, but the birth father communicates with Brian through text, and he'll just shoot these random texts to Brian, and it's all love.
Very
and
positive.
It's
That's
a really
all.
good thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is so awesome. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That
So
is amazing.
it's funny because the fear is just became this really good blessing.
Yes.
So it's just been a really cool journey, you know.
Legally though, you guys are his parents, and that is okay.
Yeah. So because of the pandemic, it took a little longer for everything to be completed. Mm-hmm. So his finalization was done in June, and usually it's like a big part. Like everyone can go to court, and the judge will finalize everything. But because of the pandemic, we didn't have that. But this time, so we had a Zoom call with the judge, and we didn't care. We just wanted to finalize things, And so that happened in June of last year. And so everything's done. I got his social security card the other day, and I was he's a real human being. I opened up an account for him, and it's
how old is he, Raquel?
He's 18 months.
Oh my gosh! And you've had him since birth.
Yes. 6 days old.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
That is amazing. That is so awesome. So awesome. That's amazing.
And now it's like all about just keeping this little toddler alive, right?
Yes.
Insane. With motherhood, as we all been talking about, for you,
everywhere. It's just it's crazy.
It keeps you on your toes.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Is motherhood like everything that you imagined so far?
I think so. I think there are probably some other expectations of motherhood, but I think I have it kind of easy compared to other people because I have my parents living with us.
Oh, that's awesome.
So when the pandemic started, they were in LA because they would go back and forth for appointments. So I only had 2 months without them. And Brian and I were dying. Like, it was so hard. And I can't imagine now, like if they weren't here with us and how Miles is so active, if they weren't here, I would be going crazy. Crazy.
Wow. That is so awesome that you have them there though to help for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're spoiled.
No, you guys are just very blessed having the support. I mean, and if you have them around and they're willing to offer their help, because I think as parents and as grandparents, that's like they're even more going to be spoiling Miles. I'm sure they spoil Miles even more than what they spoil, their own kids. Yeah. So I can imagine how fulfilled, and joy that they want to be around all his special moments. So that's very awesome for you guys that you have them with you. Yeah. And nowadays, even more, it's like, how do you not want that big and better,
Yeah.
So, that's a beautiful, like story, but real life that is just, it's just awesome. Like a beautiful story. We appreciate you sharing that with us and everybody who's out there that probably didn't know what open adoption was about and clarifying that. And because I know that would have been something of question from me too, to inquire how that would affect or the changes of communication. But it seems like you guys got really good, lucky with this little cute.
Yeah,
human.
Before we started the adoption process with Catholic Charities, they do this very detailed 3 or 4 day class where you get all the details of the different types of adoptions. They tell you different scenarios because every adoption is different. So they give you just different cases and just to get a feel of what open adoption is, semi, and then there's other different factors like nationalities and bringing another nationality into your culture,
religion too, possibly too, right? And just understanding those expectations and being prepared to engage everything as a package kind of deal. So they really prepared you guys very fully, and that's great that they offer that. Do we have a live milestone?
We do.
I kind of just woke up from a nap.
Oh.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Miles.
Hi, Miles.
With the script. There we go.
Look at all your.
Uh,
Hi.
We have extended
Miles.
aunties. You haven't met us yet.
Please.
Hi. Oh, he is.
He's like, who's that?
I know.
Puppy girl over here.
And this
We
is
can babysit too, so when
Yeah.
everything all breaks loose, you guys can have an actual date and we can babysit, right, girls? We all.
I love his hair. So
I know.
He talks a lot.
One of the things with the pandemic is he doesn't get to socialize. So
yeah,
we're excited for all this to be over so this kid can have some friends.
Yeah.
Can Dylan be one of his friends?
Yes,
play date.
Of course, we definitely have. Raquel, once we all get together and have our fun little family night, yes, you are coming and you're bringing Miles and you're bringing Brian. It's going to be so much fun. Yes,
for sure. Okay, you got to go to Dad. Okay?
Look, Miles is even wearing black. What the hell?
I know.
So this is a gift from one of our Twitch sisters, Val. I don't know if she's in the room, but we get all these cool presents from people we met on.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
You guys got so much extended love. It's awesome. I love it.
Super cute.
Say bye, guys.
Say bye.
Hi, Miles.
Bye, Miles.
Like, forget you girls.
Looking at
You guys don't have a toy. You guys are not exciting. Get me out of here.
He's out.
He's definitely loved.
He's running.
So cute.
Thank you.
So Raquel, with the pandemic, how has that changed, or did it change with everything? Did the process get just a little bit delayed, even though they were communicating with you virtually? And probably as soon as everything got solidified with everything, the adoption, did you guys encounter pandemic? Like, what part of it kind of just dragged or just made it a little bit difficult for you guys?
Yeah. So with the pandemic, like with the adoption, we kind of just were patient with it because we knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Right. So we just wanted the piece of paper just to make sure.
Yes.
But we were just kind of just like leaving it alone because the finalization was supposed to happen in April. And then we ended up doing it in June. So that wasn't too long of a wait when you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
The pandemic was it's still going on, but thank God Vegas is going to open up slowly, right? Soon. Right. And Brian's he's been able to have some gigs lined up. So I'm glad for that. And my parents are here helping. So that's a big plus. But as far as the adoption, I don't think it held up too many things.
That's good to hear.
It was just kind of just waiting,
Which you guys were already comfortable with that waiting phase,
Yeah. It was everything's been a lot of just waiting, and waiting like 2 months, 6 months, like it didn't matter anymore,
Yes.
I think with the pandemic, I think mostly my issues were just keeping him healthy.
Oh, yeah.
We had to take him a few times to the doctor's office. And the first time we had to do it, I think it was April of last year. So all this stuff just
had started. Yeah.
And I was so freaked out. I brought my own pen to sign in.
Yes, I do. I always do till this day.
Right?
Yeah.
I had all these wipes. I was like, keep him in his car seat.
Yes. Don't breathe on him.
It's so hot. I had a blanket over his car seat. I was like, nobody touch this kid. Oh God, that was so stressful.
Even without a pandemic, when you have a newborn or a baby, you don't want anybody near.
Yeah, so I was already paranoid before the pandemic.
Yeah.
And then during it just my germaphobe level just like
increased.
You know, gosh, it's just it's been tough. I mean, the pandemic's been tough on everyone. I think, you know, especially being a new mom, you know, and new parents. You know, there was a lot of arguing.
Of course. I mean,
that comes with it.
Normal.
We're human, and yes,
lots of arguing.
Yeah,
it's so nice. I mean, I know this sounds bad, like, but it's so nice to hear like my fellow mothers say that, you know, that lots of arguing, and it's not nice, but it's nice. You know what I mean?
Right. No.
It's comforting to know that you're not the only one.
I think
that's the realness of it.
Yeah, totally. We're trying to figure out, okay, you know, we want it this way, and then the husband want it this way, but it's always
our way is better.
Battle.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's so
but our way is the right way.
And if the baby would talk at that time that you guys were arguing and this child is just looking at you, like, believe me, they would say, like, shut the hell up. Because you're like, no, but this one's better for him. But then you're reading the back. But this one has this and this and that. I don't think that's good. Well, let's try it. You're like, oh my God. Or you know it, your child.
Yeah. We learn as we go.
Raquel, do you guys think you guys would have another one? Adopt?
We're having some conversations about that, Brian. So we're not sure yet.
Shout out to you guys.
I'm keeping some things just in case. You know, the things, my favorite things that we got, you know, for Miles when he was a baby.
Just in case.
Just in case. That's awesome.
We could always give it away later, you know.
Yes,
that's awesome. If we don't, and Miles is the only child, then that's good too, right?
Yeah.
But if we do have, if we're emotionally and financially able to adopt a second child, then we would, if we could. You know.
Awesome. That's great to hear.
Yeah.
There are a lot of babies that need you know what I mean, need a home. And
yes,
I was going to ask you, Raquel, like later on, would you mind if I like picked your brain about it? Because I would love to adopt a baby like that. I feel like that's like a dream of mine. I don't know that I want to have another baby, but I would love to adopt a baby because like Jinky said, there's so many babibles out there that need homes, and I have a home. I would, you know, your story is so, it's emotional for me because I just think it's so amazing that you
thank you.
You did what you did. And I see you did.
He's trying to get my
wine. He belongs in the DJ Wives here on the side.
Cheers.
Way to go, Miles.
Don't take the baby, not the wine.
Don't touch it.
He's gonna shut us off. He's all like, it's happy hour with mom right now.
But yeah, oh my gosh, I'm an open book. So any questions, you know,
really,
okay, yes, definitely.
Well, one thing, Raquel, I wanted to ask you because we both moved here from LA. What was the motivating factor for you and Brian to come to Vegas?
So it was the adoption. It was the adoption. So.
Was it easier, or what was the difference? Why here and not California?
So Brian and I were living here in Vegas in 2014, and we started the process with this adoption agency in 2014, and we put some money in already. And that year we had some pretty tough times. And we had decided to move back to California. And it was, you know, what we needed for our marriage, just to strengthen our relationship. And so we ended up moving back to California for 3 years. We lived in North Hollywood. And then when we just felt like our relationship was stronger, we were ready again. to start the adoption process. We were like, Brian was like, let's call the adoption agency and see if we can start again, and if they'll let us, continue the process, and the money we already put in, can it apply to the adoption?
Right.
And they said yes, back. So we were like, okay, let's sell the house. We sold the house in Sylmar and bought a house out here. And so it was specifically for this adoption.
Oh, wow.
It was because we just felt something about Catholic Charities. It was, social workers, they come and go there because I'm not too sure why. Their turnover is pretty high. But all the social workers that we worked with there were just like, they genuinely care and want to help you.
That's good to know.
Yeah, and so at the time in 2014, their rate of adoption was fairly high. It was like an adoption a month. And I think that's pretty good. Wow. So the pool, there were more couples. So when we came back to Vegas in 2018, there was only 5 couples in our class. And out of the 5, like I think 1 got pregnant, and the rest of us have placed. So I kind of felt like, and I knew that from the other classes we took, we heard different stories, and we knew that anyone who started the process placed. So, with the heartache of in vitro and that not working, I kind of felt like, okay, this is a good thing, and no matter how long we wait, the baby that's meant to be ours will be ours. And the funny thing is, everyone says Miles looks like us.
I can see that.
Yeah, so
That's
cute.
what
I don't know what it is. Yes, you especially.
Yeah.
Right? It's so weird. And I have to, after this, I'll show you pictures of the other adoption families that we met. And their children kind of look like me too.
Wow.
It's so weird. It's so weird.
Meant to be.
Yeah, but
do they show you a picture of the baby before you say yes or no?
No.
So you don't even know.
You don't.
So you get introduced when you meet the baby, and then figure out if the energy or if it's right there.
Well, no, you have to say yes, right?
You have to say yes.
Oh, wow.
You have to say yes first.
Oh, wow.
There's even couples that we know of that met the birth mom first.
Okay.
And went through the process with the birth mom. So Catholic Charities, I don't know if they've expanded to different ages, but they mainly deal with infants.
Raquel, you have to tell the story about how the birth parents chose you guys and why.
Oh, yeah.
They have a part in it too?
That's right. So we gave them like a family book. It's kind of like our resume. And there's a bunch of pictures of us and just different things about us. And their reasoning for picking us was in the book, they had pictures of Coco and Micah. And they said that their reason was because of our dogs. So our dogs actually were the reason why Miles is here. See, he's So our dogs were the reason why they picked us.
Yeah, you guys have to see their book. Cute. Their book is beautiful, and
that is so awesome.
You have to share that one.
You're giving me ideas. You're giving
one
me
of those pictures. That picture of Brian and Raquel at that table. That's actually one of the pictures from their book. It's
that really
cute. You have a book?
It's a book.
Yeah, she missed
our resume, our adoption resume.
It's like a scrapbook.
Yeah, like a scrapbook, like a Shutterfly type of book.
Very cool. Awesome.
Yeah. So it was really the dogs were the ones that got us Miles. They're the reason.
That is so awesome. That is so awesome.
Yeah.
So see, Crystal.
I
gotta show your dog.
I see.
Show your dog, lots of love.
Crystal takes some pictures with the dog and Dylan.
Yes.
The fur babies worked.
Yes.
Oh my, that's awesome. That is so awesome.
Yeah.
Raquel,
Yeah.
how long did it all take? I don't know if I missed that, but because I know you said 2014, but you guys.
Yeah, we stopped. We took this long break.
Yeah.
But it really took, I want to say, from the time we took that class and we got all our paperwork together, and then we got Miles, it took about a year.
Oh, that's not that.
That's not a long wait at all.
I was gonna say, is that normal? Like,
It depends. Yeah.
Kind of fast.
For Catholic charities, I think their average wait is about a year.
Oh,
really?
wow.
That's amazing.
Oh, don't touch it.
I think it's me. Sorry. I'll pee my.
I always imagine like adoption taking years, like 3, 4, 5 years. So that's just so amazing.
Yeah.
So amazing.
Yeah. Okay.
Does he sleep with you guys?
He sleeps. Yes.
Dylan does too.
I failed at sleep training.
Oh,
I didn't even try, actually.
Yeah. Same.
I think we all had that scenario with our bed. Hey, husband, how you doing over there? Okay.
Good.
Those pillows were genius. Like for us, we love them. What do they call the bobby pillows?
Oh,
yeah.
Bobby
Those
pillows.
are
Yeah.
so comfy.
Yeah.
I gave him one.
Yes. Yeah, we still use that.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
So useful.
Do you know what was one of the best things that we got as a gift was what was it called? It's like a Keurig, but it's for milk.
See, why is it so cool
I didn't
nowadays
have
with
that.
all the gadgets?
What
That's
is it?
exactly what I'm
What
saying.
it's called. Our friends gave it to us, and they had twins, so they said it was like a lifesaver for them.
I bet.
Yeah, because obviously I didn't breastfeed, so
Oh my
Crystal, that's your baby.
You mean Dinky?
Wow.
That's Jinky's
No,
baby.
Crystal's future. Because she loves some Big J.
Don't get me started, okay?
I know. Don't get
Tanya
Don't get me
instigating.
started.
picture of the day. Oh my god.
That's funny.
That's hilarious.
Jinky, you have to repost that on your Instagram.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious.
So
that is funny.
Raquel, does he say mama and dad? Like, or
I'm so upset because I got all these mommy books. So I've been reading him mommy books since the day he was placed in our home.
yeah.
And he still he says daddy.
Same with me. His first word was dada.
Yeah, my kids
Yeah.
too was
He says
daddy.
a lot.
Isn't
Dad-
it just easier? That's why.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
Is it?
I don't know.
2 syllables. Mama, dada. Same game.
He says it, but he doesn't call me. Like he calls Brian, he'll say dada,
Yeah.
but he doesn't, like if you tell him where's mommy, he'll point to me.
Yeah.
He knows who I am, but he never says it. Like
Aw.
mommy. But I'm gonna be regretting it later because I'm sure he'd be yelling that.
Yeah, he will. Soon he will.
It's gonna be like mommy, mommy, mama, mommy, mommy, mommy.
What
And
are
you're
you
gonna be
doing?
like, yeah, what?
He'll question so many things too. Like
His
lots of
favorite
things.
word was actually balloon. So
Balloon?
yeah,
That was cute.
my brother-in-law I think started that obsession for him. He brought him a
Aw.
balloon here, so
So cute.
yeah.
So Raquel, tell us about Brian. Where did you guys meet and how did that chemistry just start?
Oh, well, let's see. We actually met in college. We went to CSUN.
CSUN, I went to Cal State Fullerton. Hey, we don't want this guy no more. Look at Jace. He's like, that's my dad.
Hi, Jay.
Tell him that's no bueno.
I actually really like it.
Sign
Okay?
language.
Crystal's reveling in it.
Yeah.
We'll give you a magnet so you can put on your fridge
Oh yeah, there you go.
Okay, calm
with
down.
HK on it.
Calm down. Calm down.
Fond memories.
So, Raquel, how long have you and Brian been together?
We've been married for 24 years.
What?
Yeah.
Is it going to be 25 this year?
Congrats.
I'm sorry?
Yeah. When's your 25th
25 this year?
anniversary?
This year's our 25th anniversary, December.
Ooh,
God.
happy
Wow.
anniversary.
Yay.
Like me and Jason.
Crazy.
Woo.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Hats off to you guys.
Wow.
Like when I think about it, like we got married really early, and none of our friends were married yet. Like, so I thought we got married pretty early. And
Dang, go Brian.
4 years. 4 years. It's been a long time.
How'd you guys meet?
Congratulations.
We met in college.
College,
And,
yeah.
Brian was really shy, so our friends were the ones that really hooked us
He's really
up.
shy, but you guys ended up married. How in the world did that happen?
Because Raquel, like Crystal, probably asked him to marry her. She had to step it up. Be like,
So Raquel, someone had to make the move, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Or Brian,
2021.
Brian just knew, and Brian didn't want to let it go.
Oh, so cute. He
How
knew the moment you're like wifey material, you know?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I was 22. He was 26 when we got married. So
Wow.
that's pretty young, I think.
Yeah,
So we were
22.
together for 4 years before. I mean, we grew up. I feel like we grew up together. You know,
So you met him at 18.
at 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
I met Dave when I was 17. So
Yeah.
did he DJ
Nice.
at that time or that far back?
He
Or
has ever since I've known him, he's always DJ'd, but he didn't turn it into a full-time profession until like 2005. So when he
Really?
started getting like really, really busy, then he stopped his day job and started DJing full time.
wow.
Wow.
Yeah. So I feel like, I mean, of course, when you meet your husband at such an early age, you know, you're so different from 18 to now, like just grown up together. So
Wow.
but he, ever since I've known him, he's had a set of turntables.
Nice.
So
Awesome.
at his apartment, you know, smoking around or DJing house parties and things like that. So, you know, when
what's one of the stories that you can share with us? If you
Yes.
one of the memories or fun or that probably was like big where she had to bust out her arm and be like,
bust out my move.
Any funny gig stories?
Gosh, I can't think. There's so many events that I've been to with him. Like I can't figure out one that really, really.
Have you ever
sticks
had
out.
to like step off on a groupie or anything like Vic?
Come on now. You know what? Come on. I was protecting. I was like, the
that's right.
bodyguard.
You're protecting your
I
man
was
there.
the bodyguard because no one's protecting the DJ. So I was like,
Exactly. You want to make sure there was nobody pushing on those turntables.
exactly. Come on.
There was also a time where someone came up to me and I was behind Brian. Like they don't even care. Isn't that funny?
What did they want with you?
Hello.
Hello, girl. What's up?
Was it a girl or a guy that
No,
went
a guy
Oh,
coming
wow.
up to me,
That's
And-
disrespect, dude.
right? Just
Like,
going
can I
up-
have your number?
Yeah.
Did Brian punch him?
He was DJing, and I think he wasn't even jealous. He was just kind of like, "Oh, cool. Oh, look, you have someone that wants to
Hector
turn
would be like, out of your face.
You got to be strong with these, with these groupies. So you kind of just like laugh it off, right? It's like
You have to. You have to. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. It's not even worth it. Like it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's expected.
I mean, I know Brian's intentions, and that's all that matters. So
Yes. Is it different from the LA crowd to Vegas crowd? They probably are from LA coming to Vegas and partying it up over here. But I'm just saying, just
because I
his
remember all
experience,
those snapback no-hos that I couldn't go to because I had no babysitter. Like I said,
Snapback
Trisha
NoHo
would be
was
there.
crazy. So Snapback NoHo at the time that's when all the dancers would come and they would party. So there were dance circles. The stage where the DJ was at, everyone was coming up to the stage, and it was a fun and like crazy time. You know, I don't remember anyone that I had.
No ho. Like no ho.
North Hollywood, right?
Yeah, North Hollywood.
Oh.
North Hollywood.
No ho, no
Ho-hos.
ho, no ho.
I was like, it's a ho party? What?
Sorry, North Hollywood.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
really?
so crazy. It was so crazy.
Oh.
But so when we came here to Vegas, I feel like and plus we're older now, so you know, the gigs that I've been to, that Brian has been DJing, have been like, you know, more bars, and I haven't, you know, like the Commonwealth gigs. It's God, the pandemic's been going on so long. I
know.
don't even remember any of them anymore.
Right.
So, are you going to sit here and behave? Are you going to?
He probably wants to make sure dad goes on so he can
So
have mommy's one-on-one, huh?
So Raquel, what if anything do you miss about your pre-motherhood life
Aww.
with Miles?
You know,
He's like, better answer correctly.
We're like, they said my name there.
I think it's just being able to like go to the bathroom when I want to go to the bathroom. You know, take a shower when I need to take just do things when I want to be able to do it.
You know, you'll never be able to go to the bathroom
Right?
in peace ever
Yeah.
again. It doesn't
I
happen.
know sometimes
Until they're a little bit.
he sees little fingers under the door.
Right.
Mhm.
That's my kids before, so
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's still my kid.
Yes. My youngest are 11, and I still have to rush because I'm getting a text.
right?
Sometimes they love to talk to you when you're ready to go to the restroom. Like,
Exactly.
seriously, can I get 5 minutes here?
Exactly.
You know what? Okay, I know what I miss. Long showers.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Or how about just like sleeping in?
Right? Sleeping
Oh,
in.
Not
Yeah.
having to wake up so
Yeah.
abruptly and
Right.
start your routine. Like,
Oh,
because if I miss 5 minutes, like that throws my whole end of day, or like in between playtime, nap time. Oh, it's
Oh
like
yeah.
you're so on routine because that's the only way to fulfill the end of day without feeling accomplished. You're like, yeah, today was a good day.
Yeah.
we have to enjoy them because they're gonna grow up so fast, and they don't want no kisses. They don't want no hugs.
Oh, don't. Okay, don't even.
I'm
don't even wanna hear
serious.
that.
They don't. My kids don't even do that. So I try to plant one and sneak in behind and hug them and tell them I love them, just to give them assurance that I still love them.
Yeah, yeah. Oh. Raquel.
Well, thank
Yes.
you, Raquel, for
Thank you so
joining
much.
us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
We
love
appreciate all the
having you.
feedback, all the information, and all the love you have, that now we get to know a little bit more about you guys and Miles and extended family as always here. So anytime, keep joining us and join us.
She's going to be at our next family get together.
Yes, definitely.
For sure. Yes.
I totally want to meet you.
Having an end of pandemic party, and we're all
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be-
definitely. So we're sending you so much love.
Yes.
Thank you guys for having us.
Yes.
Bye, Miles.
Bye, Miles. Say bye, everyone.
Bye, Miles. Bye,
Getting
baby.
ready for his.
Oh my God, he does look like you, Raquel.
Yes. Look at that.
She's like, who's that crazy lady?
All of these crazy ladies.
Thank you.
Okay, blow a kiss then. Can you just blow a kiss?
Blow his.
Blow a kiss.
Oh, he did.
No?
Like, nope.
Yes.
Only for mommy.
Aww.
Bye,
So
Thank
cute.
you for having us.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks for joining
Bye,
us.
Bye, Raquel.
Yay.
I love her. I love her.
Of
Oh,
course.
I love her.
So
And you haven't formally met her yet, huh?
No.
I know. We will
Right.
definitely. We will meet.
Yes, she
I
was.
think the last
so-
time we hung out was at Best Friends, right? Beth and Jinky.
Oh, that's
Okay, I
right.
wasn't there. I wasn't.
I
there.
know you
wasn't
never
there.
go out.
Well, why?
Yeah.
You never pick up your taxes.
No, because I don't have a.
Just have a babysitter.
I don't have a
Hey,
babysitter.
Crystal
lived
Giselle
that
said
for
she
7 years.
would.
What?
She would babysit Dylan
Who?
anytime.
Right?
Giselle?
Yes.
Giselle,
Yeah.
nice.
Mia too.
Yeah.
Mia
No,
and
they would
Love
have
Dylan.
They
And
would have
Ryu and
so much
Rizzo.
fun too. Okay.
Jace will totally love Ryu and Rizzo to hang out.
Guys, when
Yes.
all the kids got together, they had so
They
much
did.
fun.
Yeah.
They had so much fun.
Yes.
So we got to do that again. And this
For
time with
sure.
Raquel and Miles and Brian for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You'd have a blast because then Miles could be the baby and Dylan not. It was hard when Dylan was a baby. You know, when we all got together because
I
the last
know.
time it was like having to okay, hold on, let me go to sleep with him. Then I had to come back out and yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
It's motherhood, but now
Yes.
he's getting a little older.
It's
So that's
easier.
good. Yeah.
So much easier.
Yeah.
So much easier.
For sure.
And I'm over here eating his goldfish.
I was going to ask you, what are you eating over there?
Goldfish. I'm
All
telling
his
you.
snacks.
Yeah, all his snacks. Get away. Raquel was awesome though. That was so awesome.
Yes.
I can't wait to pick her
Brain
brain
her
about.
story amazing.
Oh my
just
gosh.
love
I hadn't-
her story.
I know you guys had briefly mentioned it and you were talking about it, but I wasn't really paying attention because I've been so busy. But oh my gosh, just hearing her story was amazing. It was so touching. So touching.
She's the only person I know that's gone through open adoption. I don't, I
Nice.
didn't even know much about it.
Me
so-
neither, too. I didn't know even.
Oh my
didn't
gosh. When
exist
she
like
said that, I was like, but it's so awesome because she's absolutely right. Just more people to love her baby.
Yes.
Like more people to love her baby, right? That's, oh my gosh.
And for that child to know both parents, both sets of
yeah.
parents.
When
And
they
her-
get older, when
Mhm.
kids who are adopted, when they get older, they want to know who their
Yes.
biological
And Miles won't
parents
have
are.
that hanging over his head of
Yeah. I
why,
think that's
who,
awesome.
where,
Because Raquel and Brian, that's mommy and daddy.
Mhm.
That's mommy and daddy. But that's, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. I think it's so awesome. I
It
really, really hope one day that I could do that.
Yeah, you guys have to talk.
Aw.
the timing's
Yeah.
right, and you pray that everything
yeah.
will work
decision.
out to best of
It
you
is.
guys'.
It is a big decision, but like you said, Chinky, how many kids need homes?
They do.
There's
And
so
she
many.
started 2014, and look at now. Like you expect
Yeah.
the timing.
But
to
no,
be-
she said it was a year. She said they decided 2014, but then they were like, no, it's not the right time.
Yeah.
They moved to California.
But I'm saying to come back.
Oh
to
yeah.
it
Oh,
and
yeah,
be
yeah,
still
yeah.
ready
Yeah.
mentally.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
still do like 100.
Yeah.
Most of it, you're like either have other things, you have other obligations, but
Right.
they initially were focused and they knew the child was the end result of all this transitioning. And I'm so happy for them. Like it's
And
just
There's also
yeah.
fostering, guys. I mean,
no, heck
we didn't
no.
talk
Yeah.
about that. It's a little bit different, but there's also
Chris
fostering.
is like, hell no.
There is.
No?
I have.
Do you know I would be calling you guys crying every single time the kid had to go. You
Yeah,
guys,
that's the
do you
only
not
thing.
know me? Like I
Yes.
don't know. I would be like, that's my child. You can't take him. Like, no way. I seriously, I
Yeah.
thought about that.
That's
Because you get attached.
The connection is
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
emotionally.
I have
No,
a few
way.
families that do foster and adopt, so it's very touching
Wow.
to just hear them experience and just like watching them and do all this. So shout out to all the people who, give so much love and support to all
It's
these
amazing.
kids.
Amazing.
Yeah. So
it's a very selfless act for sure.
yes, definitely. And sometimes I cry when I just see them. Like I really
yeah.
want to adopt too, but I feel like I have too much kids of my own. But one day I would totally.
Yes, my aunt just recently today she posted she adopted the 4 brothers, but she was a foster parent first, but she had them all throughout. Luckily, they never separated, and she adopted all 4. I think they were like from like 5 to like 8, like 4 brothers.
How long did it take for her to?
That I don't know specifically. I just saw her post on her Instagram. I was just, me and my family were sharing that photo. But I was just like, wow. We knew she had posted all these photos. I don't follow her. My other sister follows her closely. So I just saw today. And then today that we heard Crystal's,
Raquel's
story, I was
Yeah.
just like, wow, that's just so like awesome
Yeah.
for people that
Very awesome.
have that extended heart for all these other beautiful human beings that need that sheltering home, good role models, and them to grow up. So,
oh no,
what the heck you're saying?
Foster kid looked like this.
I love her. I love her.
I love that movie.
You know,
Annie.
I was
she can sing and dance like her. Then
oh yeah,
Annie.
Go Annie, go Annie.
Tomorrow,
I love that
tomorrow.
movie.
And Despicable Me too. The kids like they're always trying to figure out like what's fostering, and so like I always relate to that movie Despicable Me.
That's cool.
Yeah, so they know kind of like the story behind it and how like kids don't have any family, and so they understand lots of love through that kind of stuff.
I would love, oh my gosh, that's like a dream for me to just adopt a baby. I wish I had the heart. I do have the heart to foster, but to let them go, there's no way.
That's
there's no way. Heck no. No, I can't just like, oh, I'm babysitting. No. Depending, one of my tias, that's what she did. She fostered kids. I don't know how many kids came in and out of her home. She fostered kids. And there was one she took in at 9 months. He's like 25 now, still lives with her, and she legally adopted him. But can you just imagine having a child at 9 months and then they turn, I don't know, 12 and then they have to go back? Like, oh my gosh.
Or they get adopted,
they get adopted.
The family.
Yeah, no, it's really, really tough.
Yeah,
so that's why it takes special people to actually do that and do it well.
Yes, do it well.
And especially just Raquel, open adoption, like that's, I could understand why she was afraid initially, but to see what, the result has been is just, oh my gosh, it's such a blessing.
Yeah, I think it says a lot about them as people.
Yeah, are you kidding me? Yes, of course. Yeah,
lots of love there.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my god!
Look at all the art.
What is that?
Oh my god!
Is anyone gonna adopt Big J?
Who's the instigator? My husband's not really.
Hector's the instigator. Okay, Steelman. Okay. All right.
So for today's episode, are we good? I was going to do our quote.
Yes, Jinx, take over, please.
Okay. So for today's episode, our quote is, "Biology is the least of what makes someone a mother," and that's from Oprah Winfrey, which is true.
Very true.
Just because you are biologically related does not mean you are.
That means nothing, actually. Yeah. Right? Yeah. I love it.
A lot more than DNA to be a mother or a father.
Oh, yeah. Or a father. Yeah. I totally agree. Oh yeah. It was so awesome having Raquel on. That's for sure. Yeah.
Where's Brian? Is Brian ready?
Yeah, he is.
He's on the jams already. He's been playing. What is that sexy girl in the back?
What's up, everybody?
Hey, Brian.
Hi.
Hey, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us. That was fun. Thanks for allowing Raquel to share our story.
Oh my God.
You guys have an amazing show.
Pleasure, honestly, and I think it clarified a little bit of questions that we all kind of were inquiring ourselves. So we thank you both. We thank you, Miles, for basically being the unity of both of you guys. So we appreciate your time, definitely.
No problem.
I can't wait to see you dance, Brian.
I have to drink a little bit. I need a drink. Miles was running crazy during the show. I was chasing him all over the place.
Hey, G, can you turn down the music?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Thank you. So, hey, we were asking Raquel about how you guys met. What's your version?
So we were going to Cal State Northridge, and I kind of noticed her, but I was super shy. And we were in the Filipino group FASA, and I noticed her, but I would never go up to her. But one of my friends was really good friends with her. His name was Nico, and he actually grew up with her. And when he found out I liked her, he was like, I got you. And so he totally hooked me up. Like, we would all be going to lunch, and he would plan it where I'm sitting across from Raquel.
Oh my God.
And so the funniest thing about our first date It was so crazy. So do you guys remember Not Scary Farm?
Oh yeah.
They still have it, right?
Yes.
So we were going as a group, FASA,
Good
and
call on that one.
I know, right? For many reasons. For many reasons, but so it was funny how it happened because me and my friend Nico were trying to plot it out. We were like, okay, when she comes in here, ask her if she wants to go, right? Because we all hung out at the lounge, and so she came in, and I was too scared. So I didn't ask her, and then she walked out, right? And then Nico looked at me and goes, do you want me to go ask her for you? And I said, okay, how are we going to do this? And I said, well, tell her.
Bring that friend up here to kind of
I know.
solidify the story here.
Yeah, right? So this was the plan. It was like, okay, tell her I have an extra ticket to Not Scary Farm if she wants to go with me. And I didn't have any tickets. And so he goes, okay. So he ran out there. And I swear, it felt like an hour, but I was probably waiting for like 20 minutes inside before he came back. And then he came back, and he was smiling. And then he goes, you better go buy 2 tickets.
That friend. Is he on the chat? We gotta
No, I don't even think he's on Twitch, but we still talk every now and then, like during the holidays and stuff.
That's awesome.
And that's so number 2, the best. You guys know. I mean, Not Scary Farm. She's scared, so everything. She's screaming, jumping in my arms, and yeah, like
what a perfect date.
Nice.
yeah. So it was. But yeah, that was our first date. But yeah, I noticed her, but I was too scared to say anything or do anything.
That's awesome.
So Brian, where can we catch you? What's your DJ schedule lately?
So like all of us DJs, we're DJing on Twitch, and I'm usually on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in the afternoon. But then like in real life, we call it IRL now. In real life gigs, Friday night right now I'm at Ellis Island at the Front Yard.
Yes,
I play at that restaurant. Yeah, it's a really cool brewery. And so I'm doing that Friday night. Saturday, I rotate like at Park. This Saturday, I'm actually doing a wedding with my friend Double Play. We're doing a wedding. And then Sunday morning, I'm back at Ellis Island for brunch, which is, I like playing in the afternoon. It's fun.
That's
and then,
there.
yeah, really nice. Everyone's nice there. And they let me play whatever.
Can I take Dylan?
Yeah, kids are allowed. Kids are totally allowed.
Maybe Josh and I will go on Sunday.
Yeah, you guys should come. It's fun. The food's really good.
How about
Food is really good.
Yeah.
Crystal, how about us?
Everybody.
Do you guys want to go? Let's go.
Yeah, it's 11 to 2, and the food's really good there. And then Sunday night, I'm at this place. It used to be Insert Coins, but they changed the name, and I don't like saying it. I'll just say it's Disco Peck Peck. That's the name of the spot.
Yeah. Oh my god! Wait, do they still have the arcade games?
No more arcade games, but they have this big light in the middle. It's like an octopus with many different tentacles, and it's colorful. It's pretty cool, but yeah, no more arcade games.
Wow.
Yeah, the name is
Downtown.
I'm not really.
Who thought of that name?
I don't know, and they got away with
Yeah.
it, so
Oh,
I think it means something.
Only
I
in
think
Vegas.
it means something.
Only
Yeah,
in
only in
Vegas.
Vegas.
Yes.
Wait, I want to know what the real name is.
Hector,
Well,
I know.
It's the Filipino version of the.
Why do we
Peck,
sound echoey? Like, hey.
Brian.
oh, it's
Oh.
probably me. Hold on. Let me fix that real quick. Yeah, like Disco Pussycat, like that.
Oh.
Yeah, the jewel family of jewels for women.
Well, thank
Yeah.
you, Brian. We're gonna have you on. Thanks so much for doing
Thank
this.
you so much.
Yeah, no
Brian.
problem.
Thank
you.
So much.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Yes.
Take it away.
Take it away.
All
Yeah.
right.
See you next Thursday, ladies.
Okay, bye.
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 Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Brian.
Bye.